All right, good afternoon, boys and girls. We're on lesson 106, reading and ordering decimal numbers through 10,000s. Your objectives for today is to use words to name decimal numbers through 10,000s, compare and order decimal numbers through 10,000s, round decimal numbers through 10,000s to the nearest whole number, and write numbers through 10,000s as fractions. All right, here's your math joke for today. And it says, I used to think math was useless, but then I realized that decimals had a point. All right. No vocab today, but so for your vocab, go ahead and write down uh, the union rules. All right. So your new concept for today is to name decimals with 3 decimal places. We use the word thousands with a TH. And to name numbers with 4 decimal places, we use 10,000s. All right. So if you look here, if we have 1, here's a tenths place, is just 1.1. The hundredths place would be 0.01, which would be 100th. This thousandths place would be 0.001, which would be 10 or 1,000ths. And then with 4 decimal spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 1 10,000ths. All right, and this is what it looks like as a fraction. All right, 1/10, 100th, 1,000th, and then we have 1 over 10,000ths, or 1/10,000ths. All right, kind of funny to say, but that's how it is. Okay. All right. So your example, we're going to use words to name this. Okay. Remember the and is your decimal point. So we have 12 and 625 thousandths. All right. Remember, you read the whole number first, and whatever the last number is after the decimal, that's the place value that you're going to use. So in this case, this is in the thousandths place, so we're going to use 625 thousandths. Okay. Now we're going to round this to the nearest whole number. Remember, we're going to look at the number right after the decimal. Okay, that's going to tell us whether or not how far we're going to round it, if we're going to round it up or down. So in this case, if it's below 5, we have to round down. Okay, if it's above 5, we round up. 5 and above is up. Since this number, the tenths place, is down, below 5, we round down. So this is going to be 7. Now we're going to compare numbers. Okay, first we look at the whole numbers. If the whole numbers are the same, then we're good. Okay, and then we next look at the tenths place. If the tenths place, we compare the tenths places. So this is bigger than this one, then this number is bigger. It doesn't matter if you have a whole bunch of different numbers here. We're looking at the tenths place because the tenths place is bigger, right? And so, since this number is bigger, this number is greater than 4.5, or 4 and 5/10 is greater than 4 and 456 thousandths. All right, example number 4. We're going to arrange these decimals in order from least to greatest. Remember, what you're going to do is you're going to judge them by which is first, second, and third, right? Now, we know that 4.5 and 4.5, they look similar. However, we have a little bit more here on the 7th, right? We have an extra 7 thousandths. So this is going to be bigger than this one, right? And then we have 0.5, which is bigger than all of them because we're looking at the tenths place first. All right, so the order is 0.45, 0.475, or 0.57. What is wrong with me? 0.457 and 0.5. Or if you want to say these numbers the correct way, it's 45 hundredths, 456 thousandths, and 5/10. Okay. Now we're going to write this as a fraction, and then we're going to name both numbers, okay? So what we're going to do here as a fraction is pretty simple. You take this number, okay, and then this is going to be the hundredths or the thousandths place, right? So it's this number over 1,000, and that's how you write the fraction, plain and simple. So as you can see here in the solution, we have 457, like I said. We just write this number, and then over its place value, which is 1,000, okay? And so we have 456 thousandths here. At this point, you might want to reduce if you're able to. In this case, you aren't. Okay. Example. Oh, that's it. Is that it? Sweet. All right. So we're there. We are at the finish line at lesson practice. So you're going to write these amounts as a decimal number using words and in word decimal and fraction form. So whatever this amount is, remember what are these? These are mils, remember? Okay, so these are your thousandths place, if you don't remember. Okay, so this is 2 pennies and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mils. All right, so try to figure what that is. And if you have any questions, feel free to write those questions on the back so you remember for them in the morning. These are pretty simple too. Your decimal, when we use to write these as words, your decimal is the and. So 6 and what I'm going to give you be 875 thousandths. Remember, the first decimal place is tenths, second decimal place is hundredths, and then the third decimal place is thousandths. The fourth decimal place would be 10 thousandths. Okay? All right, and I think that's about it. I think that you should be able to do the rest. Rounding's pretty simple. Look at the tens place first. Okay, that's where you figure out if you round up or not. All right. Okay. Have a great night, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the morning. And that's it. Have a great day.